As the culture wars rip through America, one thing that always comes up is the children.
We have one job, and that's to protect our children.
Protecting children from, sexual indoctrination, critical race theory, things like that.
Banning books, especially these books, endangers our children.
But as the father of a child about to start school, I wanted to know about how they felt about the culture wars. And more importantly, I low-key wanted to know if they thought I was cool. So instead of tweeting about the kids, I decided to talk to them.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a little bit older, and there's a lot of, okay, you didn't have to laugh at that part. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not aware of. So I'm gonna name something, and then you tell me what you think about it. Adults are arguing a lot right now about what you should be learning, what subjects you should be taught, what books you should be reading. But we never asked you, how do you feel about school? What are your favorite books? What books are you guys reading right now?
I love racial justice books because I feel like I can relate to that a lot. Like The Hate You Give or Blended.
How do you feel about people wanting to ban those books?
Not good, because I feel like you need to, it's what's happening in the world right now.
Right.
Racial injustice is happening right now, and these books are about racial injustice, so people need to learn about it if they want to do something about it.
Do you feel like your teachers are trying to indoctrinate you?
No.
Do you know what the word indoctrinate means? Brentley, let's talk about this. Thoughts on the president and the current administration?
I think it's good. Yeah, I like it.
I feel like he's a lot better than Trump, in my opinion.
Sure.
I feel like he's not the best president. We've definitely had better presidents, but he's a big step up from Trump.
What about this era feels different from other presidential?
He's definitely older than other presidents.
How old is too old to be president?
Too old to be president is an age where you're scared that you might not live to see the next day because a country is depending on you to run them. Also, as long as you don't have any mental health problems, say you have dementia and you're sort of losing your memory a little bit, and people with dementia, they're perfectly good people, but they're probably not the best kind of person to run a country because they might not remember everything.
Yeah, you're eerily describing what Joseph R. Biden is going through right now. Now, sometimes people say, when you criticize people of a certain age that are older, that could be ageist. Hey, you can't do that because of your age, but that happens all the time with you.
Yes.
People tell you you can't do things because of your age. What's something adults tell you that's ageist?
I feel like it's always something to do with when I go to bed.
What time's your bedtime?
Mostly 8:45, that's what they want it to be. But I feel like there's studies that show you only need 8 hours of sleep.
What would be the time that you want? Give me a time, let's pitch, let's work this out. What time do you want to go to sleep?
Only 30 minutes after.
Let's try it. I'm gonna be your dad, and I'm gonna tell you go to bed, and you tell me, Quinn, go to bed. Young man, it's 8:47 p.m.
That's ageist.
I like that. A lot of the things that I'm talking about right now, you don't have a lot of control over, but there is something you do control: culture. So let's talk about pop culture. Elon Musk.
Billionaire. Huh? He owns Tesla and SpaceX.
Twitter,
Twitter, yeah.
Do you think he's doing a good job running Twitter? Quinn, how are you feeling about the way he's doing?
I think he's gonna get pretty badly because he did a bunch of stuff that's not good.
Right.
He got rid of a bunch of things and tried to just make the most money out of it.
Yeah.
But he actually lost a lot of money while he got Twitter, and the stocks went down a lot.
What would you do if you were him to turn it around?
Sell it to a bigger company for a decent price.
Yeah, I think he's lost a lot of the money though. So
because
I don't know.
Twitter, it's giving up. No one really cares about it anymore.
Got it. Taylor Swift. Hero, icon, villain.
I think her music is awesome, amazing. I don't really love her as a person.
What about her as a person that was just no?
I don't know, she just doesn't sit right with me, I guess.
Okay. Any other thoughts on T Swift?
I don't really know a lot about her, and I don't want to say things about topics I don't know about, so that's all I really know.
So you're just saying if you don't know about something, you'll just say, hey, I don't know, or I don't have an opinion about that. It's really refreshing. Bad Bunny. What? What does that mean?
I love him, but I don't think my age should be listening to it. If you don't understand Spanish, then it's like, okay, it's really like, good, but if you understand it, then it's like,
Spanish.
oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's lots of artists whose music is really good, but their them as a person themselves is not great.
So how do you resolve that? What do you guys do? How do you come to terms with that?
I listen to an
I still listen to the music,
yeah,
honestly.
I still listen to
What are you gonna do? And you know what? You're gonna keep dealing with this even as an adult. And they're gonna write think pieces about it, and there's gonna be no real solution.
I mean, even with like movies and actors who are probably not the best people, you can still enjoy their work and not appreciate the bad things that they have done.
Got it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Like, so I personally am like a superhero fan.
Yep.
And the Flash teaser was released.
Right.
And there's like a lot of controversy around Ezra Miller and like what he's done.
Yeah.
But like the movie itself looks really good, so you have to be able to like respect that.
This all sounds like very reasonable, nuanced opinions. I suggest you never put that opinion on Twitter. Yeah, it sounds like, you know, you are understanding that the world is a complicated, gray place, and things aren't as binary as you think. And I'm just giving you fair warning from the future. People aren't going to want to hear that. So, are you going to go to the movie?
I might just kind of wait until it goes on streaming, something like that, probably.
Got it. Is that because of Ezra, or just because?
Just because, I mean, I'm not sure that I want to go to the movie for that.
Or it's just.
I'm kind of more of like a stay-at-home type of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're a member of society, you have to pay taxes. How much should you pay in taxes? Like what percentage?
It should really depend on like if you're a billionaire and like you pay less taxes than.
But what about you personally? Like if you had a fruit by the foot, how much of that fruit by the foot should go to the government and how much should belong to you?
Maybe like below 25.
Below 25?
Yes.
Yeah.
25 and below.
Yeah, the Candy Cayman Island over here? You got like a little place where you're.
25 at most, I would say,
25.
and then below.
This is a fruit by the foot, okay? Quinn, let's talk about it. You're a member of society. You're gonna get a paycheck one day. You're gonna see a number on it. It's called gross, but that's not gross. You know what's gross? The number below it. It's called net. There's another thing called FICA. That's what's making your net happen. We can get into that later, but it's really gonna FICA you over. Now, looking at this fruit by the foot, how much should the government get, Quinn?
Probably like 30%, I don't know.
30%. So up to here?
I say that's like 30.
Lower.
Lower?
I think
You want it lower, Sophia?
No, I think it's like 30.
So right here?
25 is
That's
reasonable.
like
25?
30.
25?
30.
25 is reasonable.
So nothing over 40%.
Nothing over 40.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
40 is way too much?
Wait, no, I'm learning this in math. No, wait, 40 isn't that much.
40's like right here.
40's a lot for
It's
tax.
40, but that goes to schools, roads.
Oh, that makes me feel
Yes,
guilty.
But it's coming from
Now you
a
feel
lot
guilty,
of
right?
people.
Depends on your income.
You want to be an active participant and a good participant in a society? It's got to match what was happening in the 70s and 80s. We're going to go 80%. That's yours. This is yours. This goes to schools, roads, highways, etc. Now, if you take this, you're a good person. But if you don't, you're a part of the problem. This is something a lot of men in their 30s don't talk about. Feelings. How do you process things when you're sad or angry?
I kind of get mad at my parents. Whenever I get mad at them, I kind of don't like it. I only go to my room, but like, they'll come in and they always think they're right, so they're never gonna apologize.
They want to be right when sometimes they're not right. Like, they just can't say sorry sometimes.
But if parents said sorry, then that means parents and children are equal. But you can't have that.
We can't.
Do you have any advice for just like a hypothetical adult that sometimes feels overwhelmed and at times doesn't believe in themselves and think they're not good enough?
Maybe like take a break, go do something fun with like some people you know, and then try to go back to it and try to go out with your friends or
Go out with
something.
your friends. What if the hypothetical person is 37 years old and men of that age don't really hang out with one another?
I would say this hypothetical person, if you're trying to like convey your feelings without feeling any pressure, maybe you should seek a therapist for that if you're trying to express your feelings.
You need like an outlet, so something that just distracts you from all the problems. And then that adds up to when you feel comfortable to express your feelings to other people, like a therapist.
I'm sad.
Oh.
I'm sad.
Okay.
They're sad. They are sad. What are you most scared of?
I'm actually really scared of death and what happens after.
Yes.
And I'm also scared of like ghosts and spiders.
And spiders.
Yeah, like
Same.
yeah.
What scares you most about death, Sophia?
I like think about it so much at night because when I'm at night, like I just think about it, and then like when you die, how does it feel, the process of dying? And then when you die, is it just like a blank screen, or like, or is there like another life, or are you gonna be like walking through a tunnel? Is there heaven or hell? Like I'm like, I don't know.
Jab, are you scared of death?
I used to be. I used to be like extremely scared, but then I kind of like got over the fear.
What gave you peace?
Support from my family. It wasn't that bad though. I'm pretty sure there's a study that's shown like they were like dying or something, and there was a piece of technology connected to their brain, and showed that they were like reliving their entire life at their death.
Wait, what grade are you in again?
6th.
6th. Why are you having this nuanced perspective? Jabba, why?
I guess that's just my personality.
Are there things adults tell you that you're like, no way, I don't believe that?
Sometimes, like, when they said something when I was younger, I thought they were lying.
Like what? What did they say that you're like, that's not true?
If you roll your eyes too much, it's gonna get stuck up there.
I used to cross my eyes. I would do it like as a joke.
Yeah,
and then my dad would be like,
said
your eyes are gonna get stuck that way.
Exactly.
Wait, is that not true? Wait, I thought that would actually happen.
Go ahead, what's up?
So, has any of your parents ever told you when you turn the car light on, like that it's illegal to like leave it on?
Yeah.
I found out it's not illegal.
How'd you find out?
I saw it on like YouTube. I'm like, what the heck?
Wait, are you distraught? Mallory, talk to me.
I thought everything they said was true. Like, I thought my eyes would get stuck that way. I thought my eyes would never come back around.
Wait, is this like a internal dad conspiracy thing where they're all telling each other? Real quick, raise your hands if your parents limit your screen time.
Kind of.
Only on weekdays.
Does that make you upset, Quinn?
Well, they failed, so I beat the system. I turned it off.
How'd you beat the system?
I turned it off.
Wait, no, but you have to put in a password to get around the screen time lock.
I just figured stuff out.
I thought it's supposed to be kid-proof.
It's not. So there's this app called Kids Locks, and it's the easiest thing to turn off. You go on the settings and go to VPN, and then you go to you see it and you take it off.
Wait, your parents don't know that you cracked Kids Locks?
Well,
now they know.
I don't have Kids Locks on my phone.
Okay, real quick. Raise your hands if you have an iPad. Everyone hands down? Raise your hand right now if you could trade in your dad for a brand new iPad.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, the 12.9 inch one.
No.
Not even the small one. The big.
No way.
Why?
Because my dad, he can pay for my iPad. If he already bought an iPad for me.
Wait,
That's
because
a
he can
good
pay for an
dad.
iPad.
Yeah.
So you keep dad around because he is a financial source of other items.
No, that's not the only reason.
Let's talk about social media. Are we on social media? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
I feel like Twitter's old.
I think it's like for old people.
Yeah, for old people.
Really?
It's turned into like, you know how like Facebook like died? Twitter is kind of like dying.
Twitter has a more, it's kind of known for being more toxic. I feel like having a more toxic or something like that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's very toxic.
Got it. What does toxic mean?
It's someone that like doesn't like you, and they've kind of point out like maybe some insecurities about you and stuff.
Or talk bad about you.
Yeah, behind your back.
Toxic's kind of like saying negative things, being negative towards other people.
Could you survive if someone took your phone?
No.
Yes, entirely.
Because I don't have my phone right now.
Because there's like so many other things you can do just like outside of your phone, just like activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know how to survive without my phone.
Why?
I feel like my phone is just like, it's like, if I need help, I could call the police.
The police?
My dad is obsessed with Twitter.
Do you think Twitter's good for him?
Maybe a little less would be good, but I don't think it's getting out of hand.
Got it. Do you want to join Twitter based on the way your dad uses it?
Not really. I don't have much interest in social media.
Are your parents on the phone too much?
I feel like my dad always says I'm on the phone too much, but kind of every time I look at him, he's always on like Slack or something. I just want to tell him, get off your phone, Dad.
Get it off your chest. This is your chance to tell us off. Go to that camera and just tell them what's up.
Get off your phone, Dad. You need to maintain a better work-life balance.
You heard him, parents. Stop watching this on your phone and go hang out with your kids.